Going through and playing some Spyro 3. I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can't actually see my trophies, but I have all of the trophies for Spyro 1 and Spyro 2. So you can see 100%, 120. I'm going to start number 3, Year of the Dragon, which is actually my least favourite of the 3 games, in all honesty. I've never been a massive fan of, never been a huge fan of the 3rd game, unfortunately. But I figured I'd make a start on this and then probably end up trying some other PS4 games to live stream in the future. I've actually got a PSVR headset coming with the camera, so I'll hopefully have a camera set up soon for doing the gameplay. Good evening to Kyle. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I like how they've used the dragon designs from the 1st game. Yeah, I'll probably end up getting Red Dead. I've actually got a copy of it that I need to go and pick up from my friends, so I might get that once I finish this game. I'm going to try and sort of speed through this game fairly quick, to be fair. Not rush it, but...
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all.
I just never... I don't know. This one was always just my least favourite, so... I'd like to try and get it done and finished though, still. Hello to the Tarantula crew. How are you doing? Hopefully you're all doing well. To 30 B-side.
The holes came out on the other side of the dragon worlds. We found some of the eggs. But
Hey Sodix, how you doing? Are you feeling better?
Side of the world? The Forgotten Realms. Spyro, you'll have to go. Nobody else can fit down the holes. Yeah, come on, let's go!
That's good to hear. I'm glad you're well.
Find the eggs and bring them
And this
back,
cutscene
Spyro.
is another reason why I don't like Hunter. Like, Hunter's always been... I don't know, in the original, I kind of liked him. Like, in the original trilogy. In the remake, he just seems even more of a pain than before, so... So yeah, of course, the main difference with this game is the collecting... Yeah, the item that you collect in this is, of course, the dragon eggs, rather than the actual dragons or the orbs. Okay, it's too shallow to swim. I know that the I've already seen some of the things with the dragons, and honestly, not a huge fan in all, you know, of the eggs when they hatch. I don't like the animation when the eggs themselves hatch. I don't like the look of the baby dragons. I don't like the animations. I don't like the sounds. Like, literally everything about the eggs hatching I no longer like, and how quick it is. It's like they've tried to make it more, I guess, sort of child friendly and whatnot, but I don't like that.
So, you're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How
So what
sad.
kind of collaboration
Look
are you
here,
thinking
dragon.
of?
If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl
I'm
back
always
into
up for
that
doing
hole you
collaborations
came
with
through.
people.
Those
I'm sure
eggs belong
Sidex
to
would be as
us
well.
now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find any eggs,
to side decks, yeah, I'm good. I'm good, thank you. I've had a couple of problems. My laptop died this morning, which is why there wasn't a video, because it was done, but I just had to upload it to YouTube. But my laptop blue screened on me this morning, so I've actually got a friend of mine to take a look at it, and hopefully he's going to find out what it is. I've obviously got some kind of a problem with it from somewhere, but hopefully that'll be fixed fairly soon and I won't have to go and buy a new laptop just yet, but I think I might have to, which is not really something that I want to be spending money on at the moment after recent sort of purchases and things. But apart from that, all good and dandy. Obviously looking forward to Christmas coming up, and I'm kind of just enjoying the rest of work, to be fair.
Then press jump again while you're in the air to glide. Just follow me. I saw something shiny in that cave over there. Let's go check it out. You can get there by hovering. To hover, just press the action button at the end of your glide.
Excuse me, sorry, I just sneezed. Yeah, so I've just bought the PSVR headset and some other sort of bits and bobs for just like my room in the studio. Obviously spent a fortune on Christmas presents, which is, I'm not going to complain about that, because of course, you know, the people that I've bought presents and things for, like the people closest to me. So, you know, grandparents, my brother, sisters, my brother's girlfriend, Vicky. She's lovely, so I bought her something, or a couple of things. My nephew and nieces, of course. I'll probably get something for my dad as well. Probably end up seeing him just after Christmas, but take him and my stepmom and my sister something as well. So yeah, I've been quite expensive, but that's what Christmas is all about, isn't it? It's not so much about the expense, but about getting things for, you know, for all these people. So the only problem I'm having is I can't read all of the previous text, so any text that I miss, I can't read it because I don't have my laptop on, obviously. So, but yeah, it's good to enjoy the break. And to the Tarantula crew, where about are you from? Are you in the UK or something? We could maybe sort out some kind of collaboration of some kind. See, when I do collaborations, I like to try and do things that are different, shall we say. So I know a lot of people like sending clips and things, which I actually was the one that started that originally. But, or like, you know, appearing in other people's clips, which is fine to do as well. But I kind of think it's nice to do really kind of cool collaborations. I know a lot of people really enjoyed the kind of trekking adventures that I did with Dan's Wildlife and Petco from the Dark Den. So at some point I might try and get a group of people together and go and do a nature trek.
I see an egg.
You know, go off and do some exploring. Might be pretty cool. Hello to JP's Pet Nation. Hope you're doing well. Oh, you're Bilston. Wow, it's really close. I mean, if you're that close, there's really not, you know, there's no excuse really why we can't do something at the end of the day. Hello to Sins. Hope you're doing well. So, to Tarantula Crew, do you actually have a YouTube channel as well? And what kind of, did you have any ideas on a collaboration? I'm thinking about doing a fairly special video soon. Not, I mean, I passed 100k subscribers like ages ago, to be fair. But what I'm thinking about doing, depending on if I reach it, my goal, I'm just shy of making 100,000 subscribers this year. So I'm thinking about maybe doing something for having that kind of a gain in 1 year. And of course with 2019 I can't unfortunately attend all of the shows for one reason or another at the moment anyway, which is a shame, but I'm still looking at doing something kind of special anyway, obviously with the, there it is, doing something special. Obviously I'm doing quite a lot of travelling, next year. There it is. So yeah, I've got to get some kind of special videos done.
Spyro! My, how funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen
Oh,
you
okay.
since we defeated
Yeah, I remember who he was now, sorry. Tarantula crew, how was the box? Was it alright for you?
Struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress. Lovely woman she is. Seems to be vet. I'm getting paid a fortune to keep.
Hopefully the the mystery box I did for you was alright.
That's good of you, mate. No hard feelings, eh?
Right. After all, I'm just doing my job.
Yeah. I reckon you'd be one of them dragons then.
Yeah, named Spyro.
Get a coconut crab. I would love one. For me the problem is space, especially with the iguana that I recently obtained. I really don't have the space for one of those, which is a shame. I'd love one. They're awesome.
And the weird thing is, after they left, all the magic in the world just sort of went with them.
I mean, they say this world used to have magic coming out of the wazoo. Flying ships, singing
that's alright then,
wishing
Tarantula
stones,
crew.
you name it. But when the
I've
dragons
tried to
left,
sort of,
it all just dried
I
up.
could have gone for juveniles, but that would have taken up
Yeah,
most of
they're
the
starting to
amount,
fade
so
out too, one
by
by
doing the
one.
slings,
Well,
hopefully
I'm
it
gonna
was,
get back home and do
you know,
some damage
a pretty
control.
good box for
Come
you,
visit
so
anytime you like.
it was good that Lee let me build it. So what's everyone been up to today then? Anything interesting or just a quiet Saturday? Hey Philip, how you doing? Are you okay?
Thanks again, Spyro. Now I
Oh
have to
Philip,
find out what that
a huge
mouse
thank you as well.
sorceress has done to
I
home
went to
while
my
I was
PO
locked up.
box yesterday, and I had a letter from Greg and a box from yourself. I opened the box today for my YouTube video, which didn't end up going up today because of my laptop dying. But I have it filmed, and they're awesome. Thank you for the sweets. They're very, very kind, and they'll be shown in hopefully Tuesday's video if I can get my video editing kind of sorted. So, yeah, huge thank you. It's very kind of you. It's actually my favourite kind of sweets as well. So, really, really good, good choice on picking those ones.
Home at last.
Which ones was it that you? Which ones was it that you didn't have? Because obviously I don't know what it is that you actually have in your collection. I just tried to get a bit of a variety, but yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the mystery box. Yeah, lemon sherbets, they're amazing. Oh, crap. When I opened it, I was like, oh, you know, I was like really chuffed because they are one of my favourites. Sherbet as a whole has always been a favourite of mine. I think, but to be fair, I think like, you know, all sweets and things are, to be fair. So. Yeah, I actually hate Sheila in this game, by the way. In fact, I hate all of the animals that you play as. I don't like Sheila the kangaroo. Don't like Sergeant Bird. I don't like Bentley the Yeti. Agent 9. Don't like any of them. I find the gameplay. I think Sergeant Bird is probably the best of them, but I still find his levels crap. To be fair, don't enjoy his levels. Don't like the music. Don't like the gameplay style. Just yeah.
Hey Sheila.
Just not a fan. I don't have a lot of good things to say about Spyro 3. It's not my if you want to hear me whinge, that's what you're going to get in this live stream. I'm going to just complain about everything.
Those Rhinox have taken over. There'll be no stopping them unless we can smash their huts. They're too big to smash with your kick attack, though. You'll remember how to...
Am I a theme park enthusiast? Yeah, I love theme parks. The bigger and faster the ride, the better. Absolutely love theme parks. 2 months? Seriously? Yeah, I literally picked them up yesterday. Like midday. And they weren't there before that because I went and picked up. What did I get before? A while ago, I had another letter off a child that sent me something, and it wasn't there then. So yeah, it obviously just seems to have taken them absolutely ages to get that to me. So. I do apologise that it took so long, although I quite literally have no influence on postal service at all, but still. Yeah, we could go and do that. Tarantula Cave. Crew, sorry. I'll be more than happy to go and have a trek and look for spiders. Favourite theme park in the UK? To be fair, I would say Alton Towers. Only because Drayton Manor, in all honesty, is... Although it's a theme park I used to attend when I was a child, like every year, with my family. As an adult, I don't think the rides are particularly sort of thrilling, if that's probably the right word to use. I've never been to Thorpe Park. I'd like to, but just never been. Yeah, I've read the same article. I'm not 100% sure as to whether it's true or not. As I say, I've heard it, but I don't know 100%. So I can't really comment. Yeah, I think Thorpe Park probably is better as a theme park. It's just not one that I've ever... there you are. It's not one that I've not been to yet. I've driven past it loads. Because of, obviously when I'm doing the, when I do the shows and I'm heading down south quite a lot. It might be an idea maybe next year to get some people from the UK together to go and visit, you know, go and have a day out at some theme parks. That might be pretty good. Good evening to Herb Hobbyist. How are you doing? Well, yeah, that's the thing with Orn Towers. I mean, I can't make a comparison between Orn Towers and Thorpe Park because I've never been to Thorpe Park. But Orn Towers is really, really good. I normally every year, sometimes several times a year, because I find I tend to go like with different groups of people, so you're not like in one huge group and getting sort of split up and things. So I do like it though. Definitely worth trying. If you have a good day with good weather, it's fantastic. Camel spider. The only person that I know who had camel spiders recently was Tony Webb from Venomous Visions. So you could maybe check him out. I think Venomous Visions is linked in my description to my videos. If not, if you look at any of my Centipede unboxing videos, you should find a link to his Facebook page. Or if you go onto Facebook and type in Venomous Visions, you should find him on there. And I know he was selling camel spiders at the last show, so he may be able to help you. Her hobbyist, yeah, I'm doing really well, thank you. Just having some technical problems with my laptop at the moment, hence why there wasn't an upload today, which is, I don't like missing uploads if I'm honest, but I can't do anything about, you know, my laptop breaking. But apart from that, I'm all good. Ralph, you're not a fan of Spyro? Any reason for this? For, you know, obviously just your view and opinion, which is fine.
If my wings were big and strong like yours, I could easily glide across here.
To be fair, Ralph, I agree with you. This one isn't the best. In fact, this is probably the worst Spyro out of the original trilogy, in my opinion. But, you know, I need to get it done. Need to get my platinum and complete all 3 of the games, so... as for why they don't live for very long in captivity, in all honesty, I don't know. I used to keep them many years ago, different ones. So you got the giant banded, the black. I've had the fluffy one, and they never do well. I think it's just matching the environment. I think people keep them too warm or too cold. I think they need to eat more. So I think whereas people are treating them like a tarantula and feeding them once a week or every sort of couple of weeks, I think they need to feed every sort of couple of days, really. So there's different reasons for why they don't live for very long. And that's one of the reasons why I don't sort of waste my money, I guess is the best way of wording it. I don't buy them because I know within, like, you know, a few weeks or even a few months at best they'll be dead, and it just seems, what's the point in buying an animal for my collection if it's going to just die, you know? I've sort of given up with them, to be fair. But if there was a way that I knew I would be able to keep them alive, then I really would buy them and sort of keep them. But I just don't really see any point in it at the moment, so.
if it isn't my favorite dragon. The sorceress has put me in charge of guarding these bellows. However, I might look the other way if I was
I haven't played Jurassic World Evolution. Is it any good?
Oh, yes.
So,
Precious gems.
Daniel had a bonus week this week and got a copy of Tarantula Keeper's Guide. And a nice Last Year Door straight out us. Awesome. Yeah, the book's a really good book. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. I've not played that, so I might have to maybe give that a go. To Sidex, who his parcel, he did the Secret Santa. So I'm glad that everything arrived safely, considering it was probably a couple of days later than expected. So that's really good that it came. What did you get, if you don't mind me asking? Because I haven't seen any videos today, to be fair, because I ended up popping out for most of the day. I was busy with other things. Is Jurassic Evolution is it on PS4? I know Red Dead. I played the first one years ago. Probably on Xbox 360, I think I had that. But the new one, I can actually pick up a copy that a friend of mine actually has for me. I just haven't kind of got round to it yet. So probably we'll end up picking up a copy of the game at some point. I enjoyed the first one massively. I really enjoyed it. So. I remember Operation Genesis. I used to play that with my friend Daniel Liddell, you know, Dan's Wildlife, but we used to play it and cheat and just like have everything upgraded fully. Pardon me. And then we'd just buy loads of like really cool dinosaurs, and then release them out into the park and have them eat everyone. You know. The stuff that you really shouldn't be doing in that game, basically, but that's what we used to do. We used to, you know, just sort of mess around on it, really. So yeah, Red Dead will be a game I'll definitely be getting soon. Probably going to pick it up in the week, actually. I've been meaning to pick it up for ages, but just sort of haven't got round to it. So, yeah. My only thing with Red Dead is whether people would want me to live stream it or not. Because I mean, I quite enjoy this. It's quite nice to sort of talk to some of you, and also, I can have a bit of downtime as well. So if that was a game that you'd be interested in me playing, that wasn't very good. Then let me know. Awesome. Had a good box inside X. I might have to get that then, B-side. Maybe get that one. I've got Red Dead. I've been thinking about getting Final Fantasy X, the HD remake. Maybe pick that one up as well. Final Fantasy 15. Of course, the thing is, I wouldn't live stream everything. You know, a lot of the games would purely be for for me to enjoy, basically. But yeah, I probably will end up doing a live stream, to be fair, Sidex. It just depends on whether people would, you know, if they would like to see that or not, so. This is the sun. Detroit. I've not heard of that one. What kind of game is it?
Our sun has gone out. Step on this way.
See, what I thought about doing is getting like a capture card, so I can actually film and then edit some gameplay videos, so you don't have all the rubbish waffling and waiting around parts. But I don't have a capture card, and then I could like film some Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild just for Philip, because I know how much you like. I know how much you like Zelda. Like, Philip says he doesn't like Zelda, but deep down he's a huge fan, really. He just doesn't know it yet. So how has this not been copyrighted by the Emoji Movie?
Now that's what I...
No, see, I'll be getting Red Dead 2 for PS4. I mean, I do have an Xbox One, but I tend to do, obviously, streaming on PS4. Yeah, to be fair, Zelda's not for everyone. I mean, I know I go on about it a lot, but it's, you know, it isn't for everyone at the end of the day. But it is a game that I like an awful lot, and I love it. I'm doing like my third playthrough of it, and if I could how am I meant to get over there? I think I'm missing something. Yeah, if I could sort of film it and upload, you know, upload it all, then I'd love to do that. That's it. Oh, I know that. I've done. I have done live streaming on. I have done live streaming on the Xbox, but I sort of prefer streaming it straight to YouTube than Twitch. To be fair. Actually, I need to go that way. Don't I? It's just like a preference. I'm sort of moving most of my library onto the PlayStation, to be fair. I mean, if I could live stream the Switch, then I'd definitely do that, but nearly. I think that one of the main reasons for me choosing the PlayStation is because I know more people that play on the PlayStation than on the Xbox. So ideally I'd like to sort of start doing some online gaming with people as well. And obviously if I can get like a decent you know, a decent sort of team together, then that'd be pretty be pretty good. Missing some gems somewhere. Side X for the Pentaloris, anytime really. I'm off work tomorrow, but I'm pretty much busy all day in all honesty. I've got some filming to do in the morning, some sorting out, and then I've got loads of family and friends coming round for like a pre-Christmas get-together, I guess. So, although I am at home all day, I'm going to be busy all day as well. But maybe after Christmas I could come and pick it up from you then, if you're available.
Look out, Hunter. It's the scary sorceress.
Yeah, Philip, even Vietnam, like blue, with like lots of tarantulas. Just because it says blue, it doesn't mean they're always going to be, if that makes sense. They can be kind of dull in colour, so especially as adults.
Come back when you finish witch school, okay?
Say, is it just me, or is she kind of cute when she's angry?
Boomerang Games. I've never heard of that one. Might have to look into it though. Might be pretty good to rent some games rather than, you know, rather than spending a fortune on them. See, with me, I'm fairly sort of slow playing games, in the sense that I will only buy video games if I know I'm going to enjoy them. But also, because of how often I actually get to, you know, to play games, I tend to buy them later on. Like, I don't normally buy them when they are sort of brand new, if that makes sense. Like, I always buy new games, but I don't buy them when they're sort of like fresh, you know, fresh release. I remember on this level there was a skill point you can get if you burnt all of the trees. You got a skill point. That's pretty good. Might have a look at that then. The other thing with me as well is that I don't like with video games. I don't ever trade video games in. I always sort of keep them in my collection. Just because in the past I've had games which I've enjoyed, and I've sold them because I've got bored of them, and then later on down the line I've really wanted to play that particular game and I no longer have it, which is always a bit of a pain when that happens. So for that reason I tend to buy games and then keep them in my collection. To be fair, with centipedes I usually feed mine once every like 2 weeks. I mean, I guess some people might argue and say that you should feed them more, or some might even say less. But for me, every 2 weeks, always did my Scolopendra Gigante just fine. I used to love Crisis. I always remember Crisis for being the game that when it first came out, I didn't play it. I didn't have a computer that was powerful enough to be able to play it. But my cousin had it on PC.
There are rhinox everywhere.
And I always remember it just blowing my mind how good it looked. Have I ever mentioned how much I hate Sheila as a character? To 30 B-side, I can't read all of that message. It's cut off after Wild, so I can't actually read what the rest of it says. It doesn't come up on the screen, unfortunately. Sorry. But from what I can tell, from what you've said, I've inspired you to get a care of animals, and you've recently been offered a place at the Royal Veterinary College of London. So huge well done with that, and I'm glad I inspired you to do some animal care, and hopefully it all goes well. Please keep me updated with how you get on. I'm sure you'll do absolutely fantastic. Oh, a wild animal biology degree. That's amazing. See, I don't actually have any sort of credentials in animal care, even though people have told me that I should really look at doing something, doing a degree in it, whether it's in entomology or some kind of animal care sort of course. I've just never really bothered with it, and I probably should, to be fair. That's awesome, well done. So obviously you've always had an interest in animals. Yeah, I've heard the same. Actually, on about kangaroos, I don't know if any of you have ever heard of Roger the kangaroo. He was famous back in 2014-15, I believe, for flexing. He's like the really strong kangaroo. He actually died recently.
I've got a restraining order against him.
Yeah, he died a few days ago. He was like 12 or 14 years old. But yeah, they can really hurt you. I've even heard from people who, because I speak to people that live obviously in, that live in Australia. Oh. And they've said that, shouldn't have jumped off that far, that even if you're in Australia and you hit one in your car, obviously accidentally, not to stop, because apparently they will just sort of get back up and also carry on, you know. So yeah, they're pretty crazy animals, really. No, they're not. Well, at the end of the day, they're wild animals. I think the problem with a lot of people is just because they see an animal, they think it's always sort of cute and cuddly. Because of, like, you know, like films and things. You know, Madagascar and things, where people think that these animals are all friendly and stuff, but obviously we know better. Those of us that keep them. Oh, I'll go do these again. I mean, I have to admit, kangaroos are, yeah, they are amazing animals, but if I was in the vicinity of one, I wouldn't go anywhere near it. And I'm not exactly known for being that careful when it comes to animals, you know. Quite the opposite. Yeah, I've eaten kangaroo. There's a place not far from where I live called the Why Not, and they do kangaroo steaks there. Not actually that expensive though, and really, really nice. It came in like some kind of like a red berry sauce with it. It's really, really good. To be fair, I like any meat. In fact, I love meat. Any kind of steak.
Thanks for the help.
On about steaks though, if you've ever been to Iceland, you can buy whale. And I always thought that if you had a whale, it would look more like a white meat, you know, like cod. But it's not. If you ever have that like whale comes out as a red meat, like steak, which always kind of fascinated me really. I wasn't really expecting it to, you know, be that colour.
Hey, Spyro. I found this gladiator training arena that also makes for a pretty... I bet you can't catch all 50.
I always feel bad killing lizards on this game. I'll come back. Oh, you missed it. It's not one of those kind of foods that's sort of plastered all over the place, because apparently in Iceland it's sort of one of these, I don't know what the word is, like, it's a bit of a sore subject, shall we say, because the problem is that there's a lot of people that are like hugely against you know, people sort of eating whale. But then at the same time, it's also a huge, what's the word? You know, it's a huge part of their, like, workforce, if that's the right word to use. It probably isn't, but it's the word I'm going to use. We found this, like, a little tapas restaurant, and they had it out there. And okay, I really enjoyed it. Oh, you little jerks. But yeah, if you do go back there and you get a chance, I would highly recommend you try and get, if you like your steaks, then I think you'll enjoy it. We had reindeer, whale, and something else, but I can't think what it was.
Hey, that was great!
Oh no, I mean the country.
Alright, if you can catch all the lizards before time expires without wiping out, I might be able to scrounge up another egg. Go get him!
Sorry. When you said you went to Iceland, I thought you meant like you'd been to the country Iceland. So I apologise. feel like a bit of a div now, sorry. Obviously got a little bit confused.
Whoa, that was... You can go for the course record.
Portal 3 would be good. I played the first one, not too much, but I played it through several times. And then I also started doing Portal 2 with my younger brother, which was that was quite a lot of fun. But don't I don't know whether they'll ever make a new one. I hope they do, because they were great. Yeah, Iceland, the supermarket wouldn't ever sell whale steaks. I think the whale that I ate was minke whale, but they're really funny about it because it's one of these, you know, well, it's a mammal, isn't it, I guess. So I well, saying that, so is cattle, but yeah, they're really funny about it. I think it's only Iceland and Japan that are legally allowed to sort of fish for whales, or hunt whales, I guess, because obviously they're not fish. And even then, they're very limited to how many they can actually hunt for. They can't just fish them all out, you know. Remake the first two what?
Rhinox are running rampant around here, but I can't get anyone out of the Tiki Lodge long enough to do anything about it.
Oh, portals. Yeah, it would be good if they did. The second one especially, I think that the second one was definitely the better one, I think, with the use of the you know, the different like materials for, you know, the different gels that you could use. And obviously being co-op as well made it a lot more fun, I think, than the sort of standard single player one. But that's obviously just my opinion. Well, yeah, and to be fair, I can kind of see why they would. I mean, it's tasty. Obviously, there's plenty of it out there.
Be sure to keep...
So personally, I don't really see a massive problem with it myself. But then that's because I'm not really a fussy eater when it comes to food. You know, I'll eat anything. That probably makes me sound really horrible, but I'm guessing that wasn't the correct way to get across there. Alright, take care, Sidex. I'll see you later. Thanks for joining us. Just Cause 4. Yeah, I can give that a go. Is it a decent game? I'm guessing it's decent because you guys are recommending it to me, so...
Here, take this egg. They were given the...
See, I've never played Just Cause 4, so I can't really comment on it, you know. Yeah, I remember Mercenaries. That's the game where you could basically just blow up buildings. That's another game that me and my brother used to play, and would just cheat on it to get all the weapons, and call in all the the big tanks and things like that, and just blow stuff up. We used to cheat quite a lot looking back on video games.
Yay! My portal is working.
To be fair, there was an awful lot of games on PS2 that were really good. I used to play Mercenaries, GTA Vice City, San Andreas, Legacy of Kain, of course, huge fan of those. I played a couple of the Tomb Raiders, they were dreadful. Angel of Darkness and things. I can't remember which one it was that I played. There was a couple though that were... I can't remember if it was the first or the second one. I think it must have been the first one that I enjoyed the most.
While I was gone...
Oh, Silent Hill, yeah. That's I mentioned at the very beginning of the stream I've just bought a PSVR headset, and that comes with Resident Evil, which I've already played that, but I'll probably end up giving it a go in VR, which might be quite fun, you know, to play, especially with the, obviously I'll have the camera and things as well. But I'll always remember the Silent Hill. The second one was my favourite. I know it's obviously all down to sort of personal preference, but I definitely think the Silent Hill 2 was the best. So, how do I find time to play with work and the T's, YouTube, filming, editing? To be fair, I sort of have, what's the word? I'll have like periods of time where I'll be able to play for a bit, and then, so like normally I'm really busy with filming, but because of me not being able to do any editing today because of my laptop dying, I've spent the day doing some filming and things, and so because I've got that done, I've had that's sort of given me a bit of more sort of free time. But usually I might go sort of several weeks without doing any sort of gaming. But the other thing as well, because I had 2 days off, 3 days, sorry. I had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, today and obviously tomorrow off work. So again, earlier on in the week, the time that I would have been at work doing my day job, I've had that free time to again do filming and editing and catch up on things, so YouTube wise. So I'm kind of ahead a little bit at the moment, which is quite nice to, you know, to be in that position, which is not normally one that I'm in. Usually I'm sort of filming and editing and have no free time to do any sort of editing work. So
You can.
no, I'm not. So I go back on call Monday morning at 8 AM, and then I'm on call till Christmas Eve at 8 AM. So I'll actually have Monday, which is Christmas Eve, off, and then obviously Christmas Day as well. The only thing is I'm on call for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day.
Oh, hi, Spyro.
But I'm not really bothered about that anyway.
Down a Rhinoc fortress. I'm about to go and lend a foot.
I'd rather be off call on Christmas, to be fair.
Have built a fortress on our beach.
Yeah, it is nice to relax. I mean, thankfully, I don't have any children at the moment. And the way that it's going with relationships and things like that, I don't think I'll end up ever sort of having children, in all honesty. But I'm not really in any rush, to be fair. How did he survive all of that? But yeah, no children for me. So I don't really have to worry about taking care of other people. I mean, I say I have no children, I do obviously have...
Ready to try stuff? Yippee!
I do obviously have my animals, which is kind of the same thing. What, my animals?
Wow, I can't.
No, my animals don't hijack my Xbox or anything. I think the iguana probably would.
Our beach ship.
I mean, luckily my oh no, kids, no. I mean, sometimes like my niece and nephew come, and they'll sometimes sort of ask to, more so my niece to be fair. Will come and try and, you know, sort of want to come and have a look at, you know, can we just turn your Xbox on for a minute? No, because then we'll sit here all night playing games, and I kind of can't be bothered with that. But I'm one of these people, if I'm playing a game, I don't like people playing on my account in case they like mess it up or, you know, do something that I wouldn't do. But yeah, I still haven't played Fortnite. I played it for like 10 minutes once. I died once and then gave up. I actually went to see my sister today, and my nephew's, he's just turned 13, well, in September. He was playing Fortnite, and I was talking to him, and he was just completely, you know, he wasn't even paying attention. He was absolutely miles away. I actually saw a thing on the news about Fortnite as well, and how it's like distracting sort of children, and you know, they're not like, you know, they're not doing their work and stuff. Isn't very good.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. One of the Rhinox had this egg in his lunchbox.
Hey Leland, how you doing? Wow, 6 children. I think I'll struggle with that many children, to be fair. In fact, I think I'll struggle with, like, if I had one child myself, I'd probably really struggle.
Rhinoc has challenged us to a naval battle. Our speedboat versus his nuclear shark submarine. What do you say? Okay.
Okay, I run out of ammo.
You dragons must have a ton of talent. I hope this egg was worth all the trouble.
A&E. Yeah, I'd imagine A&E would be quite a challenging place to sort of work. I bet you see all kinds this time of year as well. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of drunks myself. The other Dan Liddell, yeah, he's doing really well. Or Dan's Wildlife, I should say. Yeah, he's doing well. He's I think he's still got a few little problems. Not problems as such, but you know, things aren't going to be fixed overnight, I don't think, for him. But he's getting much better. Thank you. I actually need to go and see him thinking about it. I think when I start doing my my Red Dead 2 sort of live streams, he will probably end up joining me it one way or another in those streams. So should be good because I know he plays that game and loves it. So. Yeah, I will do. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you to mention him. I will pass that on to him when I next see him. I shall mention that to him. Yeah, I bet at William Hill. I suppose it's if people are there and they're drinking and things, you know. Alcohol makes people do silly things, doesn't it? Hey Jennifer, how you doing? Are you well? Oh, hey Donkey, how you doing? Are you well? Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm just sort of same old, really, I guess. My laptop's dying, which is a bit is a little bit rubbish. But apart from that, it's all good. Yes, I have seen that because one of his spiders is one of them's a true and one of them's hobby, and he's going to contaminate it and it's a shame really. He gets a lot of stick when he gets a lot of stick for in one sense, I can understand why people are so unhappy, but at the same time, it's, I don't know, is it really the biggest sort of problem at the moment? Like, I don't think so, personally, but I think that the thing with Petco, is that he gets a lot of stick. He gets a lot of stick because of how he's on YouTube, being a like a celebrity, I guess. That's why I think he has because he's in that sort of that position. That's why he why people are so negative about him. Not about him, but about the things that he does. It's a shame, really. I missed an egg around here. But yes, Spyro, loving it. I finished Spyro 1, 120% on day 1. I finished Spyro 2, 120% last night, I think it was, or the day before. I just started this. Just started this one like this evening, so I'll probably finish sort of this world tonight, and then do like, you know, the next part another day, and sort of so on. You know, bit by bit, do like maybe not a world at a time, but probably this part of the world, and then the next part and stuff. So
used to have a dragon egg for you, but instead I used it to test our ultra high-speed super fluidity tunnel. The good news is that it made it to the end of the tunnel without a scratch. The tunnel was chock.
excuse me. So when you say 95%, 95% on which game? Awesome, Philip. Thank you for the sweets again. Take care. I do unbox them in the next video going up, so a huge thank you, and enjoy the football. Yeah, I mean, Pico's been... he's been doing it for a while. The thing is, what I like about Petco is that he does show his mistakes. He shows when something does go wrong, which obviously, you know, things do go wrong when you own lots of animals. He shouldn't get I don't think he should get all the stick he gets, to be fair.
You have to defeat every single...
All of them.
Every single Rhinoc in the tunnel before you can recapture the egg.
Ah, the speedways. I thought the speedways were really easy in Spyro 2. Yeah, on Spyro 1, well, both Spyro 1 and Spyro 2, I've done everything. So I've done the... Obviously, all of the speedways and things, of course, are done. There's got to be an easy way to control this. Done all the speedways. Every trophy, every skill point. So they are literally like everything is done. Which is your favourite Spyro out of the 3 games? I mean, personally, number 2 is my favourite. Yeah, Ripto's Rage is the best. I might do like a replay through of that game, but start a new game with the Super Flame, which you get for completing it 100%. I might do that at some point. Maybe.
Let's head on over to the balloon.
I wouldn't worry about that tarantula crew. It happens at times. I've accidentally flung tarantulas or dropped tweezers and all sorts.
Listen carefully, you stupid girl. I'm only going to ask you one more time. Why haven't you disposed of that infernal dragon?
I think it will if you download them.
He's just not afraid of anything.
You'll get all 3 games, so it depends on which ones you want to do, in which order.
Why have I been training you all these years? Use some magic! Here's a spell.
Skyrim is amazing. I played Skyrim on Xbox 360 when it came out back on 11/11/11, and did so many hundreds of hours on that. Then I rebought it on Xbox One and pretty much mod that like beyond belief. And then I'll get Skyrim with VR. Excuse me. I'll get Skyrim with VR as well. You can never have enough Skyrim. I play on PS4 as well. Well, for my games now, basically on PS4. if anyone ever plays on PS4 and wants to have a game, my tag, my gamer tag, or whatever you call it, is Sully GSXR. Oh, you have to knock him into the lava, don't you? That's it. I was trying to remember how this one worked. Okay, that doesn't work. On the original, there's a glitch you could do. If you stood on the edge of the arena, it wouldn't be able to get you. Oh, I hate campers. Not really. No idea what the next console's due. Although I probably wouldn't get it sort of straight away. I mean, between my Xbox, Switch and PS4, like, I've got everything I need, to be fair. Oh, see, so yeah, you can use it more for sort of for entertainment purposes rather than gaming. That makes sense, I think. To be fair, my PlayStation is mostly used. I mean, I do game on it, obviously, but usually I'm just sort of on Netflix or Amazon Movies or something like that. Right then, everyone, I am going to be heading off now and ending the stream because I've done the first world, apart from that one's left quite a lot on that one, but I need to get Sergeant Bird, so I'll have to go back to that one. So yeah, I'm going to be heading off in a minute, but I'll have a few minutes to just chat for a little bit. So yes, I am quite greedy, but I do like my consoles. I also have my 3DS as well for Pokemon and Zelda. Shows, pretty much anything. Well, not anything. I enjoy mostly anime. Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, Simpsons, Family Guy, South Park. Yeah. Kind of like adult sort of humour sort of stuff, I guess. Red Dead Redemption 2, I haven't got it yet, but I'll probably pick it up in the week, so I'll be streaming that probably next weekend or something. So if you have any recommendations for any video games or TV series or anything I should check out, then please let me know in the comments below. And with that said, everyone, I'm going to head off because I don't actually know what time it is. My phone's on silent so it doesn't get disturbed, but it's 11 o'clock. I'm going to get myself a drink and have a chill for the night for a bit, I think, before going to bed. I've got a busy day tomorrow. So yeah, good night to everyone. Thank you for joining me in the stream. Hope you've enjoyed it, and please join me for the next stream, and I'll be sort of taking on the next part. And I'll see you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.